I really don't care what happens to her at all. I don't care. Like everybody they tiptoe around with this social media. But what y'all don't get is that it be real consequence for y'all little flexes, y'all quick flexes for $300 that you need. It be consequences for that.
Teyana Taylor is caught in a whirlwind of controversy after being spotted by her ex, Iman Shumpert, leaving actor Aaron Pierre's apartment at 2 a.m., and social media is exploding. Fans are scrambling for answers. Was it an innocent visit or something more intimate? The timing, the secrecy, and Iman's unexpected presence have turned this into a storm of speculation. The situation feels like something out of a movie, only it's real life, and the emotions are raw. Teyana's team has gone completely silent. Aaron has vanished from public view, and Iman, he's reportedly furious. The timing couldn't be worse, as things between Teyana and Iman were allegedly just starting to improve. This late-night twist has everyone talking and guessing. What was Iman doing there at 2 a.m.? And what does this mean for Teyana's already complicated love life? Buckle up, because this drama is just getting started. It all began when eyewitnesses say Iman pulled up outside Aaron's apartment building just as Teyana was leaving. She was dressed low-key, sweats, hoodie, no makeup, but Iman instantly recognized her. He reportedly froze at the sight, visibly stunned, while Teyana tried to breeze past him like nothing was wrong. But sources say the tension was thick. Iman didn't confront her on the spot, but insiders claim he drove off in silence, clearly fuming. Some say he looped around the block, unsure of what to make of the encounter. Others suggest he might have followed her part of the way before deciding to back off. Either way, the sighting was enough to reignite old tensions and crack open new wounds. This wasn't just an awkward coincidence. It felt personal. Iman didn't wait long to confront Teyana. According to people close to him, he reached out the very next day asking pointed questions. He allegedly wanted to know how long this had been going on and why she wasn't upfront about it. The encounter reportedly turned emotional, with Iman expressing deep disappointment rather than pure rage. Insiders say he feels betrayed, especially since he thought they were working toward a healthier co-parenting dynamic. He wasn't expecting to find her sneaking out of another man's place in the dead of night. While Iman hasn't made any public statements, his close circle says he's deeply hurt. For someone trying to keep the peace, this felt like a slap in the face. The trust, already fragile, might be completely broken now. Teyana, on the other hand, was reportedly blindsided by Iman's appearance and the media circus that followed. She's allegedly telling friends that the visit to Aaron was innocent, saying they were only discussing personal matters. But that explanation has done little to calm the noise. The internet isn't buying it, and even her supporters are asking for more clarity. People close to Teyana say she feels ambushed and misrepresented. She wasn't prepared for the backlash or for the photos to start circulating. Some insiders suggest she underestimated how closely her moves were being watched. Even if her story is true, the optics are messy, and she knows it. For now, she's staying silent publicly, but privately, she's said to be stressed and frustrated. Meanwhile, Aaron Pierre is nowhere to be found. His social media has gone dark, and his team has refused to comment on the situation. This isn't the first time Aaron's name has been linked to Teyana, but this time it feels more serious. Some believe he's staying quiet on legal advice, not wanting to add fuel to the fire. Others think he's simply trying to avoid the backlash and being painted as the other man. But in the age of digital sleuthing, silence often says more than a statement. Fans are reading into everything, from his absence to old posts and previous sightings. The lack of clarity from Aaron is only adding to the mystery and suspicion. Whether he's guilty or just caught in the crossfire, he's now a major player in this unexpected love triangle. Families have started weighing in behind the scenes, and the opinions are clashing. Iman's relatives are reportedly furious, saying, "This is the kind of behavior that disrupts co-parenting and hurts the kids involved." They believe Teyana should be more considerate, even if she's single and free to date. On the flip side, Teyana's family is backing her up, saying she's a grown woman with every right to make her own choices. They see Iman's reaction as controlling and unnecessary, especially given the circumstances of their breakup. These conflicting views are creating even more division between the families. It's not just a celebrity spat anymore. It's turning into a deeper conflict that could affect future family interactions and events involving their daughter. Online, the reaction to the situation between Teyana and Iman has been explosive and deeply divided. Social media platforms like Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram have become the front lines for public opinion, with fans and onlookers passionately choosing sides and making their voices heard. Each post, comment, and video seems to add fuel to the fire. For many, this isn't just celebrity gossip. It's a conversation about relationships, parenting, gender dynamics, and accountability in the digital age. A large portion of the online community is standing firmly behind Teyana. These supporters argue that she doesn't owe Iman or the public any explanations about her choices or her life. They view her silence and restraint as a form of strength, applauding her for not allowing herself to be dragged into a media circus. They see her as a powerful, independent woman, making hard decisions under intense scrutiny, and they push back against narratives that criticize her behavior without knowing the full context. Some fans argue that society is often too quick to scrutinize women's decisions, especially mothers in the public eye, while giving men the benefit of the doubt. On the other hand, there's a vocal group coming to Iman's defense. These individuals express empathy for what they perceive as a father caught in an emotional and complex situation. From their perspective, even if Teyana didn't technically do anything wrong, she could have been more considerate about how her actions might be perceived, particularly if they impact co-parenting dynamics. They argue that if Iman feels blindsided or hurt, those feelings are valid and deserve acknowledgement rather than dismissal. There's also a belief among some that both parties share responsibility when it comes to protecting their daughter from public fallout, and that maturity and transparency should prevail, regardless of who's technically right. The reactions are passionate, emotional, and intense, splitting opinions right down the middle. Some users online are speculating that the entire situation might be a carefully orchestrated PR stunt, designed to keep both Teyana and Iman in the headlines or to set the stage for an upcoming project. However, most people agree that the emotions involved seem too raw and real to be part of a media ploy. There's something undeniably authentic about the way this situation is unfolding, which is perhaps why it's captured so much public attention. Whatever the truth may be, one thing is certain: everyone is watching closely. Beyond the online drama, the most pressing concern is how this will impact Teyana and Iman's ability to co-parent effectively. Just when it seemed like the two were finding some kind of rhythm or mutual understanding, this latest episode threatens to unravel the progress they've made. Trust, a critical foundation in any co-parenting arrangement, has clearly taken a hit. If one parent begins to feel that decisions are being made without consultation, or that there are hidden motives behind certain actions, it can breed resentment and create conflict over even the most routine aspects of parenting. There's a real risk now that future discussions about their daughter's schedule, education, holidays, and emotional needs could become more fraught with tension and less about collaboration. When trust is compromised, it's not just the adults who suffer. The child feels the effects too. A co-parenting relationship that becomes combative or overly controlled by legal structures rather than mutual respect can have long-term effects on a child's sense of stability and security. Teyana's public image is currently in a state of flux. To some, she remains a symbol of strength and grace under pressure. To others, this situation marks a misstep that could alter how she's perceived going forward. Meanwhile, there are whispers that Aaron, who has become indirectly involved due to a single late-night sighting, is also feeling the heat. His name has now been attached to an emotionally charged scandal, and even without direct involvement, that association alone could have repercussions for his personal and professional life. What began as a brief moment has snowballed into a media frenzy with potential long-term consequences for all parties involved. Behind the scenes, Teyana is reportedly being very intentional about her next steps. Sources close to her suggest that she's weighing her options carefully, possibly considering a public statement or a controlled media appearance. She may choose to speak on a podcast, give an interview, or even address the situation through her art, perhaps with music that speaks to the pain and complexity of what she's currently going through. Creative expression has always been one of her coping mechanisms, and many believe that she's already thinking about how to transform this experience into something meaningful and empowering. For now, however, her main focus appears to be on protecting her daughter and keeping her as far removed from the public drama as possible. She's leaning heavily on her inner circle, relying on those she trusts to help her navigate this difficult moment. Damage control is clearly underway, but it's still uncertain whether that will involve confronting the rumors head-on or simply allowing time and silence to ease the frenzy. And now the internet is buzzing with one big question. Are we witnessing the start of a love triangle? Iman clearly still has feelings, whether it's love, hurt, or something in between. Aaron might be more involved than anyone thought. And Teyana? She's caught between two men and the world watching. Will Iman step back or fight for answers? Will Aaron own up to something deeper going on? And could Teyana end up in a position where she has to publicly choose? This story has all the makings of a romantic drama, but the stakes are real. With so many feelings and reputations on the line, the next chapter could change everything. Teyana now faces several options. She can choose to stay silent and let time soften the scandal, or she can use this moment to take control of the narrative. Iman might go the legal route if co-parenting becomes strained again, or he might pull away completely to protect his own peace. Aaron might issue a quiet denial, or he could disappear entirely until the heat dies down. One thing is certain. What happened at 2 a.m. has already changed the dynamic between everyone involved. Whether it was a one-time incident or the start of something deeper, it's a moment that can't be undone. What they do next will define how the public and each other see them moving forward. What do you think really happened that night? Was Teyana caught in something more than just a personal matter? Or is this all a misunderstanding blown out of proportion? Should Iman have confronted her, or was that overstepping? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Smash that like button if you want more updates on this story, and don't forget to subscribe. This drama is still unfolding, and we'll be right here breaking it all down for you every step of the way.